Jurassic World. I did 3 reviews, and I've already seen Jurassic World Dominion. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get Jurassic World, the first one right now, and then I'm gonna do Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom later tonight. But I'm gonna do my Jurassic World Dominion spoiler free review and spoiler review tomorrow or Tuesday. But yeah, there's so many things to like about this movie. Hell, I'll go as far as say this: Jurassic World, the first one, is a good film. Like, it's good. It's not. Shit. It's not a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagined fucking nation. It's not even close to The Lost World or uh, the first Jurassic Park. Hell no. But I'm gonna say this: it's a great movie. Jurassic World is great. I'm gonna read y'all the. I'm gonna read y'all the plot. Owen Grady and Claire Dearling race to restore at Jurassic World theme park when a ferocious, genetically modified dinosaur escapes, aka the Indominus Rex. The movie is about the park opening, but apparently, according to Claire in the film, people are not really like interested in dinosaurs like that no more. So they had to create a new dinosaur, like a hybrid dinosaur, to get people's attention, which is why we got the Indominus Rex. That alone is already a good concept, like a good plot. The Indominus Rex. I just wish it was the only it was the only like hybrid dinosaur in this in this franchise, because I'm not gonna lie to you, the Indoraptor and the Scorpius, they took the hybrid dinosaur approach too far, to the point where it took up like a lot of, like, took up what the some things that the franchise, like Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, it did not need to have another hybrid dinosaur. Like, and plus the Indoraptor is really a downgrade from the Indominus Rex, so there was really no point in the Indoraptor. So thanks.
You're welcome.
Close the door on your way out.
I am.
Oh, in fact, um, anyway, back to what I was doing. Um, oh yeah, she brought me pizza. So yeah, Jurassic World. Yeah, it's a good film. It's great, actually. It's great. So, things that I like and things that I dislike. The things that I liked. As always, the dinosaurs are awesome in this film. In this film specifically, not only are there more dinosaurs in this film than the first Jurassic Park, but I like how they actually like play a role instead of just like being background like material, to like keep people to not make people think that it's a movie about random people. It's a movie about dinosaurs. And speaking of the dinosaurs, I like the raptors in this film. And yeah, in fact, these are my favorite raptors in this entire franchise. I know some people prefer the JP3 raptors or the original raptors from the first movie, but Delta, Blue, especially Blue, Echo, Charlie, that's their names again. Yeah, those are their names. I like how there are four of them, and I know some people prefer the Raptors in the in Jurassic Park 3 and the Raptors from the first Jurassic Park, but I really do love them here. I like Rexy. I do like how Rexy like shows up at the end as a surprise, and yeah, because when the trailers for the first Jurassic World was coming, like a lot of people were like, "Where's Rexy? Like where's the T Rex? Like, is the T Rex gonna be in this movie? They're not gonna make the T Rex be a background character again after Jurassic Park 3. You know what I mean? So yeah, Jurassic Park. I mean Jurassic World. Another thing that I like was the park itself. I like the park. I like how the park is actually fucking open this time. But I do like how the park actually has some things. I'll go as far to say is I prefer the park in this movie than the park in the first Jurassic Park. And that's saying something because I like the first Jurassic Park more than I like this movie. But I prefer the park in this one more because there's a lot more things for you to do besides just sitting in a car and like that you don't even drive and just pass around a few gates of dinosaurs like behind the gates. I like how there's actually like a petting zoo. There's a Mosasaurus cage, the T Rex, of course. Uh, the giant the spear thing, the jabber spear, the spear thing in where you go near, like go like explore the dinosaurs like in the spear thing, the jabber spear. So yeah. Another thing that I like about this movie, the characters. The characters are good. Not great, if I'm being honest. Good. Uh Owen Grady, my favorite human character in this Jurassic World trilogy. Well, probably not Dominion, because the old characters are back in Jurassic World Dominion. But still, it's a Jurassic World movie. I mean, it's technically a Jurassic Park. Jurassic World is technically still Jurassic Park, but in this new movies, like the new Jurassic World trilogy, Owen Grady is my favorite character because all the other characters just seem to have something. Something is clearly wrong with the characters in this Jurassic World trilogy. Claire is the exception, except that she does make, except that in this movie, like I preferred Claire in Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World Dominion, but I didn't like. I was not really a huge fan of her in this movie because she just seemed too like corporate. Like there are times where she forgot about her own freaking nephews. Hell, she literally like I guess she had a job to do. I agree. Of course, parents or aunts in this case, people have jobs. I agree with that. But like, she literally forgot that her nephews are in the same island as an apex predator, which is supposed to be scarier than the T Rex. The apex predator that's supposed to be scarier than the T Rex is on the same island as her fucking nephews. I'm not gonna lie to you, that whole subplot could have been cut out. The whole nephews, uh, all that stuff, the whole nephews, like the whole nephews, like what sister getting divorced subplot, cut that shit out. Like honestly, cut it out. What wanna know would have been better though? Would have been better. How about instead of making them her nephews? How about this? make them her sons, like her children. And Claire is the one that got a divorce, and the kids are forced to go with her. How about that? Instead of that way, the characters, like the children, actually like keep the kids, keep the boys the same. Which, by the way, I like the two brothers. A lot of people hate the brothers, but I don't hate the brothers. I like them. They're not the best characters, of course, but hell, if anything, I think they're actually. I'm not gonna. I was gonna say I think they're some of the worst characters, but I don't think they were. I know some people think they are, but I don't think they are. I do say where they're coming from, though. I do say where they're coming from, but I don't agree with that. But yeah, I would prefer if what are their names? Zach and Gray. Yeah, those are the names. Zach and Gray were Claire's children of their nephews. So that way we don't have a useless subplot and they can actually contribute to the plot a little more. You know, have it be like a mom like works for Jurassic World and her kids are like on the island and the Indominus Rex gets out and she has to like she's forced. See, she is forced. There's no I promise I'm gonna stay with them tomorrow. No, she is once the Indominus Rex gets out, she is forced. She is forced. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my TV too much. She is forced to go out there. She's forced to run out that office and run straight. Call the babysitter. Tell them where are they? Are they okay? And then if they're not okay, she is running. She is running to wherever the hell she wants until she gets a hold of her children. She is running. She is losing her shit. She is going out there, Owen, telling him to get the gun. I can't do it. Sorry for trying to act hood. Sorry for acting hood, even though I'm not. He is forced to get the gun, and he is Claire. He is walking out with Claire. I would have preferred that over the subplot of the aunts, you know. So yeah. Another thing that I like was the kills. A lot of people say that this film like cuts out the suspense that a lot of people said that the Jurassic World trilogy cut out got rid of the suspense or the horror that the OG Jurassic Park trilogy had. This film still had some brutal kills. Yes, I'll admit they did I did not feel as scared in this film as I did the original trilogy, but in this particular film, Jurassic World 2015, there were still some kills. There were still brutal deaths. Like the Indominus Rex. The Indominus Rex is a fucking beast. Like, the Indominus Rex is so fucking awesome. So, yeah. There are still some deaths in this film that got me on the edge of my fucking seat. Hell, I was in this specific chair right here when I was watching the Jurassic World movie. I was, like, just looking at these brutal deaths. Like, at one particular death, he literally, like, in the cage, when he like grabbed the guy and he he grabbed the guy and he bit his head off. That was I did this. I was like, I haven't watched the movie in a while. So yeah, One last thing that I like. Oh yeah, no. Actually, another thing before I get to the big part. The soundtrack. A lot of people say that the soundtrack sucks. It doesn't suck. I think it's actually pretty damn good. Fallen Kingdom's soundtrack, I agree. The soundtrack in Fallen Kingdom was fucking average. Not bad, but average. There are some good soundtracks in Fallen Kingdom, but yeah. One last thing that I like before we get to the negatives. One last thing, the Indominus Rex. My favorite dinosaur in the Jurassic Park franchise as a whole. The Indominus Rex. I mean, not my favorite dinosaur in the whole franchise, but like like one of the best. Like my top favorite. Like in fact, in the Jurassic Park 3 video, I said that the Spinosaurus was the best antagonistic dinosaur in this new Jurassic in the Jurassic Park franchise. If I'm being real, if I'm being honest, based on what the abilities what based on the abilities, based on what they do, the Indominus Rex is really the best apex Jurassic Park predator out of the entire franchise. Stronger than the T-Rex, stronger than the Spinosaurus, even stronger. Spoiler alert for Dominion, stronger than the Giga. Which, by the way, speaking of the Giga, this movie, I'm not gonna spoil it, but what the Indominus Rex does in this movie are things that the Giga should have done in Jurassic World Dominion. I'm not gonna spoil it. Wait for my spoiler review of Jurassic World Dominion, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I have problems with the Giga in Jurassic World Dominion. I have issues with them. I'm not trying to nitpick. I promise you I don't. I like the Giga. But some of the shit... The Giga... Spoiler alert, but the Giga is not really an antagonist. It's not really an antagonist. But yeah, back to the Indominus Rex in this movie. The Indominus Rex. Hell yeah. So powerful that they even took on a fucking T-Rex. To the point where Rexy had to team up with a fucking raptor. A raptor. To take down this big, ultimate powerful dinosaur. And then the Mosasaurus came out. Oh, I'm telling you, that was better than the... I'm saying this right now. Unpopular opinion, but this final battle in Jurassic World was better than the final battle in the OG Jurassic Park. Come at me in the comments, but it's my opinion. Yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, and the action was good. The action scenes with the dinosaurs are good. And I also like the CGI. And the color grading. Now on, yeah, the color grading, the visuals. Now on to the nitpicks, the negatives. First of all, the writing was not that. The writing, the story. I mean, the story was the writing was not that. Oh, the writing was not good. I'm being honest with you. The writing was not all that. Like, the writing was not that great. First of all, how are you gonna... It's really about... as much as I like some of the shit that goes down, the writing is not all it. It's not it. Sorry, but the writing is not it. How are you gonna... First of all, how are you gonna open a park again after the events of the OG trilogy? How are you gonna open up a park again? Like, this is the 4th movie at this point. You still haven't learned your lesson? And on top of that, you create a bigger dinosaur. See, which tells me that y'all haven't learned y'all lesson. And how they let the Indominus Rex out, the Indominus Rex should have broke out. They thought, hell, in the movie they thought it broke out. But it was distracting them. This is supposed to be the strongest dinosaur. Hell, the T-Rex broke out in the original film. This is supposed to be the strongest dinosaur. How the hell can it break out? Why couldn't it break out? This is the strongest dinosaur, right? Why can't it break out? On its own. Why do we have to rely on fucking stupid characters that remind me of the fucking Monsterverse movies and their dumbass characters to break out the dinosaurs? I thought something was on my arm. Another thing that I like. Another thing I did not like. Just like a lot of people, but I miss like the suspense, the more mysterious stuff. That's not here. That shit is not here. This feels less scarier than the OG Jurassic Park movies. I don't know why, considering that the Indominus Rex is supposed to be scarier than the T-Rex. The focus is literally on the Indominus Rex. It's the dinosaur that they're focusing on is supposed to be scarier than the Apex Predator, which is supposed to be the star on the franchise. Ugh. And another thing I did not like how they kind of only, I did not like how they only focus on the Indominus Rex. I would have liked it, like I get it's a hybrid, and I get that's what the plot is about, but I would have liked it if they also focus on some other dinosaurs, like for instance, the raptors, blue, learn a little bit more about the raptors instead of just wasting like just putting a pointless thing in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. You know? Also, I some of the human some of the acting in this film, I'm not gonna lie to you, some of the acting in this film is over the top. Like, some of the acting in this film is over the top. And another thing I didn't like was how they constantly relied on CGI. Yeah, that's actually a fact. The jokes in this movie were, I mean, there's not as much jokes, but the jokes that were in the movie sucked. Straight up sucked. Like, none of them were funny. The tone, it should have been darker. Like, should have been darker than the original trilogy. Like, again, it should have been a darker. If I'm being real, it kind of should have been a darker film. Like, it was a serious film, don't get me wrong. It was serious at times. It held. The movie itself is kind of serious. They take the shit serious. But I'm just saying, like, the tone should have been a lot darker than it already was. One last thing that I did not like before I end this review. Militarized. I did not like how they militarized the raptors. I would have liked it if the raptors were like moving on their own and not like getting militarized to go after the Indominus Rex. I would have liked it if they were actually like going to like they sense a threat that the dominant. I mean, the Raptors like. Sorry, I was looking at my TV. The Indominus Rex was sensing a threat, you know, like sense a threat, and they have a feeling like this dinosaur does not belong here. Like we need to get rid of him right now before shit gets worse. And then the characters, and then Owen Grady like has a feeling, like has that connection, like even the Raptors are like this dinosaur has to go. So yeah, instead of controlling the Raptors, how about they team up? They work together. How about they work together? So yeah, overall, Jurassic World is still a great film, despite its negative problems. It's a flawed film. Jurassic World is great but flawed at the same time. Jurassic World 2015 saved this franchise, which made it go on for a little longer, despite the fact that it's not really Jurassic Park no more. It's people are now calling it Jurassic World, not Jurassic Park anymore. So yeah, Jurassic World gets an 8 out of 10. Could have been better, but it's still good. Except that the writing could have been better. Anyway, that's all I gotta say right now. So stay tuned for my Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, where I fucking tear that shit to pieces. Ooh, get ready. Peace.